Assalamu alaikum. Rule number 4. We will work on rule number 4 from page number 28. Rule number 4 from page number 28. It's called the rule of leen and vowel. This rule specifically focuses on ya and vowel. So the rule is that if ya or vowel have a sukoon on it, and letter before ya and vowel has a fatha like this, then the rule of leen is involved. Rule of leen is applied. So in this case it becomes I. Instead of alif with ya being E, instead of E as long vowel with ya, it becomes I. Ya is not a long vowel anymore, it is ya leen. So instead of Eena, it becomes Aina. In English, we have the swinging sound like that, like we say the word Layla. So this becomes Aina. This becomes I sound. Instead of Ina, it will be Ina if ya was a long vowel, but ya here is not a long vowel because it has a sukoon and letter before it has a fatha. So if ya or vowel has a sukoon on it and letter before it has a fatha, only then we make it a ya leen or vowel leen. Here it is Aina, Aina. Here instead of Hufa, Hufa, it becomes Khaw, Khaw, Khawfa. Instead of Hufa becomes Khawfa. So when ya or waw has a sukoon and previous letter has a fatha, we change the ya or waw to ya leen and waw leen. Aina khawfa. Aina khawfa. Khawfa will be written like this, with a W making the ow sound, AY making the I sound. I, ow. So in your book, page number 28 has examples. The last column on page 28, the words are Aina, Lawhi, Khayra, Khawfu, so on and so forth. If you come to page 29, the last column is Dai, Jaw, Jai, Shaw, Shay, Aina, Khayra, Khawfu. So with the handout, you can also look at the text of this rule, and with the audio recording you can listen to the rest of the words. Main thing is waw leen and ya leen only happen if waw and ya have sukoon on it and previous letter before them has a fatha on it. There is no other way to apply this rule. With waw leen and ya leen finished, now let's move to our rule number 5, which we will learn from page number 38. Page number 38 teaches us this rule where long vowels are used as, long vowels are shown in the symbol form. Symbol form. We also call symbol tashkil. So as you know, for now, up till now you have learned that alif, waw or ya are long vowels and they are letters. But in Arabic you can also use the short form for alif, waw and ya. These are 3 new tashkilat you are going to learn. So for example, the word Rahman has alif in there. It has an alif in here. But it's much more common to write the word Rahman like this. Rahman. So you have the word Rahman, you have the letter Mim, but instead of Alif, you use a short symbol which is like this. It's a symbol form for Alif. So Alif as a letter is equal to Alif as a symbol. Page number 38 has all these symbols. So Alif in this form is called Alif Madda. Similarly, Waw can be written as a symbol like this, and Ya can be written below a letter like this. So as a result, this is called Waw Madda and this is called Ya Madda. So in the symbol form, Alif Madda, Waw Madda, Ya Madda. Reading wise, there is no difference. Here we read it as a long vowel. Alif is read as a long vowel. Rahman, Rahman. You will read it the same way here. Rahman, Rahman. The only difference is that Alif, Waw and Ya are being used in the symbol form. Here you are seeing Alif in the symbol form. If you look at your book, page number 38 and 39 has many words written in this form. So for example, Lam with Waw could be written as Lam with upside down symbol. This one. This is from page 39. Let's look at the words on page number 44 now. Page number 44 is the exercise page, and you will see many words here which are written using this way. So if I write the word Turzaqanihi, it's the second word from the bottom of page 44. Page 44 from the bottom. Turzaqanihi. So Turzaqanihi. We could rewrite this word like this. Turzaqanihi. The difference is that instead of this Alif, we can put the Alif Madda. Alif Madda, the erect Alif. Similarly, Ha has this symbol, which is basically Ha with Ya. So you have Qaf with Alif, but here in the symbol form, and Ha with Ya, Ha with Ya Madda, Ha with Ya Madda in the symbol form. Reading wise, there is no difference. You will read it as it was Alif here and Ya here. Similarly, the word Yarahu, if you put this symbol on it, it becomes Yarahu. This Ha is basically Ha with Waw, long vowel. So remember, Alif Madda, Waw Madda, Ya Madda, they are short or symbol form, tashkil form of writing long vowels Alif, Waw and Ya, but you will still read them like Alif, Waw and Ya. Again, using the audio files and the reading page, rule page, you can read more about this. Page 44 is the good exercise page. Next, we will look at the rule on page number 55. What happens with the letters with sukoon if they come before a letter with shadda. So page number 55, rule number 6. Page number 55, rule number 6. This rule states that if you have a letter with sukoon before letter with shadda, then you will skip or omit the letter with sukoon. So anytime you're going to have letter with sukoon before letter with shadda, you should skip the letter with sukoon. So this becomes ladda. Ladda. Letter ta is totally ignored. This becomes ladda. Ladda. Not latda. Becomes ladda. This is being ignored. The ta is being ignored. It becomes ladda. More examples. Again, page 55. Page 55. The alphabet with sukoon is omitted before the alphabet with shadda. So the word min, you see noon with sukoon. In the previous example we had a whole word, but here we have two different words. This is one word, min, has a noon with sukoon, and because there is a sukoon, letter after it has a, this is a different word now, but that has a shadda on it. As a result, you read it as mivva, not minwa. It will be mivva, mivva, mivva. Noon with sukoon is omitted. So any letter with sukoon will be omitted if it comes before the letter with shadda. More examples from this page again. Qatta. So you have dal with sukoon, ta with shadda. You will have to ignore or omit letter dal because it has a sukoon and it is coming before the letter with shadda. So main rule is letter with sukoon is omitted if it comes before letter with shadda. In the book PDF you can see this rule. In your book you can see it on page 55, lesson 13. So this is our rule number 6 from page 55. In the book it is lesson 13. This lesson also have a big application with letters with tanween, because any letter with tanween has a noon with sukoon in it. So the word seen, letter seen, if you put tanween under it, it becomes sin. Or if you put two fatha, it becomes sun. You put two dhamma, it becomes sun. So all of them have a hidden noon with sukoon. If you have a letter with vowel after it with shadda, this becomes sivva, not sinwa. Sinwa would be wrong. Correct way is sivva. Sivva. Here it becomes sabba. Instead of sanba, it becomes sabba. Sabba. Here it becomes sukka, not sunka, sukka. Remember, these are reading rules. Important to learn because of the recitation, inshallah, which all of you will be learning about. So it's important to learn these reading rules so that you can later on use them with your tajweed classes, with your recitation classes. Tajweed will take you to proper reciting skills, inshallah. So again, here you have a letter with shadda, letter with shadda, letter with shadda. The letter before it has a noon with sukoon. Tanween is tricky because it has noon with sukoon and that noon is not shown to you. So since it is not shown, you have to understand that when you read this, it is sin. You hear the noon, that noon has a sukoon, sin, sinwa. Sinwa would be wrong. It would be read as sibba. Sibba, sabba, sukka. And then, of course, with the reading audio files, you can practice this. If you look at page 56, there are some examples. So you have the word dhulumatin, dhulumatin. This is the first line, dhulumatin. But since you have lam with alif afterwards, lam has a shadda, this becomes dhulumatilla, not dhulumatinla. You will ignore the sukoon, the noon with sukoon. It becomes dhulumatilla, dhulumatillah. Next line, instead of lan yaqdira, it becomes lan yaqdira. Noon will not be pronounced. So the main focus of